Hey guys, what's up? It is James here on James Shadowbreaker. Today, shooting you guys up with the God discussion video. Lots of opinions are going to be made on this video. Lots of standpoints are going to be had, and of course, I want you guys' opinions in the comment section below at the end of the video. But before I get into the video, I just want to give a shout out and give credit where credit is due. Some God people that I have met in the past couple of days here. Just really quick, I want to give them the rundown shout out. Austin Rain, thank you so much for helping me quest from level 62 to level 66, which is the level I am at now. James Shadowbreaker is officially completed. You guys will be seeing the PvP videos, I want to say tomorrow. So, tomorrow from the day this video is going out, so Sunday. Possible double upload, I'm not sure, but I am going to be in the arena, like, all day, just slaying it up, taking kids' lives and whatnot. But shout out to Austin Rain. Good peoples. Shout out to Kevin Shadow. This dude DM'd me on Twitter and ended up giving me like 30 plus packs. So shout out to this dude. You are fucking amazing. This dude gives me like 30, I believe, Night Horde packs or whatever it is. The pack that drops Deer Night, and we were trying to get Deer Night. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. This guy is still a god for hitting me up with the god packs. Thank you, dude. Amazing peoples. Next shout out, we have two people. Mitchell Titan Shard. This guy was questing with me in House of Scales, along with another dude I'm going to give a shout out to here. But this guy was running support and tank, and we just completely covered the dungeon and nothing flat. So shout out to you. He's a legendary bounce, I believe, right now. I'm not sure if he's going to max. And shout out to William Darkpire, who is a level 102 Storm who was running hitter while running House of Scales. Good people, good people. I'm not going to lie. Oh, and he just came online too. That's kind of funny. So, shout out to those people. I'm pretty sure I'm not missing anyone. I got those two people. I got the guy that gifted me, and then I got Austin. So good peoples. Shout out to you guys. Amazing gods. Okay, so in this video today, I want you guys to close out everything. Stop listening to music. We have a huge topic to talk about. This is big. It can also be not big. I'm not trying to hype it up and say that my opinions are facts. I just want you guys' opinions on what you think is going to happen. So I'm going to bring up what we're going to talk about, and then I'm going to sit you guys in a certain position to start making opinions. So you ready? All right, let me go bring it up. It's this right here. Kingsisle has released this on their website, and we're just going to read it together and decide what exactly it could possibly mean. Now, I'm going to discuss what it can mean after I read it, so let's just go ahead. Wizards, it's been a little hectic around here this week, but I wanted to make sure and chat with everyone about the future. The sun still rises and the firecat still purrs, hinting at KI might have just made some business decisions that's going to bring back the community and the game. But hold on, let's go ahead and read the rest of it. Simply put, all the great content on the plan for Wizard101 this year is still in the works, so they're still working on it. As you know, we've released daily assignments, some new skeleton bosses, some new skeleton key bosses, the gear vault, and more with the spring update. We're currently hard at work in the middle of our next update that should be in your hands before the cool fall winds blow. I don't want to spoil the fun of the reveal, but I'd say those who are really into combat and those who are really into shortcuts will be pleased this summer. More on that as temperatures heat up, referring to the summer temperatures that are coming our way pretty soon, guys. Summer is right around the corner. But guys, what does this exactly mean? They clearly say those who are really into combat. What is the only thing that we have a problem with in Wiz that refers to combat? Well, first of all, what can combat refer to? Let's go ahead and clear that. Combat can refer to PvP and PvE. Now, back to what I was saying before. What is the only problem currently that we have, or the biggest problem known that we have with PvP and PvE? It's critical. Critical has been changed so much and so drastically that massive amounts of people have left their accounts, left the game, and are no longer playing, or playing at like staggered intervals that don't really match to how they used to play before. Now, what I want from you guys is your opinions on what you think this means. Do you think they are hinting at fixing critical for PvP, PvE, or both. I'm not sure. It's really not even confirmed that they're talking about critical, but let me just talk about some things that could lead up to us expecting a change in critical or low level PvP, or PvP in general for max level even though I think that's not really possible, since it would take a lot of rescripting and coding and not really something that KI should take a route in. I think they should just make it even for the low levels to compete evenly with each other without having to rely on the new honestly broken system with critical. But let me just step back and shoot a couple of facts here so that you guys know what we're dealing with. Now, KI in the beginning has done nothing but good. They've done update after update after update, and it was hype. 50 when Dragonspire was max, PvP was hype, PvE was hype, right? 60 PvP was hype, PvE was hype. 70 was hype, 80 was hype, 90 was hype, and then Darkmoor dropped, Jewels dropped. People got a little bit skeptical, and then when the critical update came and pretty much nailed the last rung, the last nail into the rung, it was all said and done. People were angry and people were leaving the game. Up until this point, KI has done nothing but good, as I said before. I think it would be in our best interest to take this as a hint that they're trying to turn it around like they did in the past. Because even though this was the biggest downfall that KI has ever had, and by that I mean the update, before then, KI has not really had a huge downfall history, if you know what I'm saying. Those that have been around for a long time, since like level 50, level 60, and even level 70. They've done nothing but good updates. So, in my opinion, just hear me out. I think that KI is trying to make a comeback. They had to fire some employees, yes. We understand that, but I think KI has just put up a sanctuary and crit the Guardian Spirit. So, if they are fixing critical, this is what I think is going to happen. This is just my opinions. If they are listening to players and are deciding that they need to work on what we're telling them needs to be fixed, this is my opinion on what's going to happen. Players who have already accepted the Polaris quest will continue to have the updates affected, because I am confidently sure that they are not going to re-script everything, recode the gear to fit the old system, because then it would be really broken and people would outflat have, 600 block and nobody would crit on that. So I think everyone who accepted the quest to go into Polaris will still have the current patch as of this video is released still affecting them, which is fine, because people at max PvP have found their way around the update with shadow spells and whatnot, stuns, the gear that they have presented to them. Low level, however, when it was out during the patches way before Darkmoor, our gear is still fit to match patches in the past. So I believe that if they do end up fixing critical, it will most likely be geared towards PvP. I think that's what they mean by combat. I think combat is more geared toward PvP. And I think what they're going to do is they're going to implement a patch that applies to only levels below level 100. That and people that have not already accepted the quest to get into Polaris from Headmaster Ambrose. That would be the #1 solution to our problems. The only thing I'm not sure how they'll go about fixing is a level 110 PvPing with a level 100, because how will both patches cooperate with each other, where the level 100 probably could not crit on anybody because they have, substantially lower crit than someone who's level 100, and how would those PvP matches work? Who would they get? I'm not really sure, but that's one problem that I can confidently say would be on people's minds, because it doesn't really make sense. Like, how would the two patches and two critical fixes work with each other? So that I'm not really sure on. But PvE, I'm not really sure how that would work either if they implemented a patch for lower level, because they did change some of the bosses, percents for critical block and critical hit. But the one thing that I do think they are talking about is PvP. when they say combat. Now again, this can be as much as something small as it can be as much as something that will bring Wiz back. And there's not a really like a lot that can be said on it, because again, they said combat, so that can, you know, that can mean anything. I'm not really going to focus on the shortcut part, but mainly just the combat part. So that can mean PvP, that can mean PvE, that can mean a completely different system that will be added to the game. Now, I'm really hoping that if they do implement a new system, that it will affect both level 110, level 120 in the future, and below level 100, or level 100 pre-Polaris, and below level 100. I'm hoping that it will fix the game, and that it will give us YouTubers a chance, and big people on Twitter, to be able to regroup, and have a reason to regroup the Wiz community, whether that be, you know, whether your fancy is PvP or your fancy is fighting enemies, bosses, whatever, farming. I'm hoping that this update appeals to everybody, not just PvP, but I am like, with all my being, hoping that this fixes PvP amongst all other things. Because the PvP community has grown more than 4 times over in the past couple of years, and they have seriously done us wrong with this critical update, have given no thought to the lower levels. It's just pretty much utter destruction. We've found our way around it somewhat, but it's still unmanageable to certain points. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I know this, again, is subjected to a lot of opinions, controversy, and whatnot, and I understand that. And like I said, this could be nothing, as well as this could potentially be the comeback of Wiz. So I'm hoping that they do fix critical in some aspects, at least for lower levels, lower level PvP. You know, people like legendary PvPers and Grandmaster PvPers that are complaining about critical left and right. Max PvPers, those who have all their gear, those who have you know, the common sense to know how to PvP, and win a couple, you know, lose a couple. I don't really see, you know, a reason for those people to be complaining, because they have the gear presented to them. I know drop rates are kind of trash in Wiz, but if you put your time into farming the gear, then you have a pretty fair shot at someone else who has a lot of critical, a lot of block, and, you know, good stats and whatnot. So again, let me know what you think in the comment section below. My opinions are, I think they are talking about PvP. They could not be talking about PvP. They could be implementing an entire new system. But either way, I really hope they're taking a step in the right direction. It does sound like they are. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. So let me know what you guys think. Again, I'm really excited to see what you guys have to say about this. Because, you know, it could go either way. It could make us mad even more, set the Wizard community straight in the trash, I don't know, or it could bring it back. So, this has been the video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a pretty strong opinion on this that isn't completely negative. At least have some hope in KI. Even though, you know, they've just had their recent downfall, but they are making business decisions, and I do believe that them setting aside some employees to focus on Wizard101 and Pirate 101 in general is a good thing, and I hope that they can bring this community back. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. Again, shout out to those that I shouted out to in the beginning. Great people, godlike people. You guys are freaking awesome. Before I end the video here, I do want to say that I do have a clan update video. If you guys did stick around to the end of the video here, just know that I do have a clan update video coming out later here, because I don't know how long this video will take to render, but I do have a clan update video coming out where I will unveil a lot of things that clan members might be happy with. So stay tuned for that video that will be coming out later today, on the day that I am still posting this. Hope you guys are excited. Hope you guys are maybe hyped, maybe not hyped for the return of the Wiz community. We have to see what KI does. But for now, this is going to be James giving you guys a sign off. Let me know your opinions in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.